Hello everybody, this is Shayla again, and I am back with another video. This one is a compilation of duels that I had as time on target Templar. Now to start off, I want to thank everybody who was involved in the process. A lot of really good players came out and helped me out with some footage. Got some big damage rankers and some amazing players, so thank each and every one of you. So the main focus of this is going to be seeing the rotation in action and seeing how you would respond to different situations, you know, different CCs, different predicaments you'll be put in PvP scenarios. So without further ado, let's get this started. Alrighty, so this first one's going to be Warrior. My main concern is the Mortal Strike. Mortal Strike is nasty. Alrighty, so something you want to keep in mind is Frost Oil. Frost Oil is yet another on-hit effect. It has two purposes. The first is it does damage, it does about 200 damage, and it scales with spell power. So you can see it crit for maybe like 300 or so. The second effect is it slows your target down so you're able to stick on them, because again, you don't want your target to get away from you because you're not earning mana. Keeping mana uptime is really, really important. And again, you always want to make sure that you're healing yourself. Anytime you reach 70% or so, that's when you want to start casting. 70 to 75%. Now, I have several different sets for time on target Templar. This set is my general set. It's tier 2.5, but in a bit, I'm going to practice using my other set. It's a spell power set, and it's pretty good. Alrighty, so this next one is with my spell power set. It doesn't have as much stamina as I'd like, however the spell power makes up for it. Because spell power also doubles as healing power. I mean, it's not the same, but it functions the same. So the more spell power, the higher you heal, so it sort of offsets the stamina. However, it doesn't have as much crit as I would like. And this time I did not use Frost Oil because I neglected to put it on. Hopefully it doesn't go too bad for me. And I went So I'm gonna do the restorative rotation. There it is. Yeah, big thanks to Sydorra. Appreciate you helping out, bro. Alright, so our next guest is someone I respect very much. The Mayor of Goldshire, the ElwynnForest. Give it up. The big man himself. This one's going to be similar. I'm going to do my best, try to avoid mortal strikes, and stay on top of them. So it seems I lucked out. He is actually Fury, and Mortal Strike is not a factor. Otherwise, I would be in some deep, deep trouble. So I'm going to Repentance him because he's slippery, and we're going to execute. If people run, always Repentance them. It's got a great range, and so long as you don't have a dot on them, you should slow them down. Alright, for this next one, we have Shiahan, and I'm not going to lie to you. Oh my god, I was fighting for my life. He is one of the best druids I've fought. So I'm doing my best to keep my cleanses up, and you see now he's got distance on me and I'm not getting mana back, so I want to close that gap as soon as possible. Just stay on him, and he does so much damage, and I gotta hit through him because I want to keep my mana up. I'm starting to get low. And I gotta cleanse myself too. It's a lot. And there's the root, Freedom. Again, druids, they're a very slippery class. You have to stay on top of them. You have to be on top of your dispels and your freedoms. That was a rough one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was not sure that I was gonna win. And I told him, go hard, don't hold back. And he's like, okay. Great duel, man. Alright, so for this next one, he respect to Feral, just so we can see how this does against Feral Druids. So I give him the opener, you know, as is customary. It's polite to give your stealthies their opener when dueling. It's rude if you don't. Now I'm going to cleanse. He's going to keep dotting me, and I'm just going to cleanse. I can't do anything about those bleeds unless I bot myself. However, I want to save that just in case. So there's the Repentance, close distance. Get that mana pumping. Man, he is so fat. He's so slippery. Just staying on top of him is so difficult. It was a challenge. I'm not even going to lie to you. Look at that mana go. Coming in with a Hodge because he's low. I wanna finish this. Staying on top of him. Staying on top of of him just to get that mana up. He could Frenzied Regeneration, which he did. So it's gonna be a little bit more. Yeah, Shiahan is gnarly. So we're gonna stay on top of him, cleanse off any dots he puts on me. Got the Repentance. We're gonna Hodge. Or Hammer of Wrath, rather. And we're gonna go for the kill. There it is. Excellent duel. Thank you so much, man. Alrighty, so for this one, we have a Paladin who I ran into named Dishonour. Now, Paladin duels are interesting. It's all about resource conservation. Who has mana at the end? That's who wins. So let's see how it goes. Gonna stay on top of it. There's that 70% heal. And we're going in for the kill. Oh, and a cheeky lay on hands. You gotta watch out for Paladins, man. I forget. That was surprising. I was on the back foot for a second, but we're gonna get that mana going. Ooh, big procs, big procs. That was a Hikari Manslayer proc. Alright, we got one more. Now I know they do not have a bubble anymore. So this one should be fairly straightforward. Healing at 70%. Again, just trading blows with Joustin here. See, now he judged light, which was pretty smart. However, I always judge wisdom. I used to try out light, just because you can convert mana into health, and when you're gaining back health from light ticks, you are spending mana. So you want to generate mana. Mana is your most important resource. All right, now we got Hatediremaul. This is one of the best flag carriers Alliance side. Really talented mage, very talented. We're always in the pre-mates together, so glad they could help me out. Now this is gonna be frustrating as hell. With mages, it's just stop and start. Whether it's sheep, whether it is Cone of Cold or Frost Nova. It's always something, and you're gonna want to freedom up as much as you can. However, they just have so much roots and utilities that it's next to impossible to purge everything and cleanse everything and get everything off yourself, because they're just so versatile. So yeah, you gotta buckle up for a long fight when it comes to mages. If it was red, I would have to be running away and eating an orange just to survive. Luckily, we have that wisdom regeneration, which that's going to be the first thing I do when I get out of the sheep. Freedom, and get a wisdom on him as fast as I can. Run with him, because he's gonna blink. Yep. Super duper slippery. It's like greased up deaf dude from Family Guy. He just, Haha, you're never gonna catch me. Yep, just cleanse. Just spam cleanse if there's distance. That's all you can do. And then just, you know, try to connect when you can. Now this matchup is a little bit funny. We ended up trolling each other, and you'll see how. It was on accident, of course, but it was funny how it worked out. So I'm freedoming, because I know he's going to frostbolt me. He's a frost mage. And I'm just going to try to stay on him the best I can. He's just a little bit in front of me, and he'll probably blink. Ooh, lucky frost oil proc. He's going to sheep me. It's just a lot of stop and start. You got to get used to it. So I accidentally repented him outside of the duel zone. So I won by technicality, but it doesn't feel good, and I don't like winning like that. I didn't do that intentionally. It was I got sheeped right as I repented, so it was just a weird little fluke. Gonna freedom immediately. Try to close the gap. Repentance to close the gap more. Stay on top of your health. That's super important. You don't want a tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is bad. You want to keep your senses, keep your wit about you. That grenade. He is a talented player. I'm just gonna try to connect with him. Again, you're chasing greased up deaf guy. And cleanse. Yay, and luckily he blinked into the fence. Otherwise, I'm not sure that I would have been able to, you know, catch up with him. And watch what he does to me. Now it's my turn. Sheep me out of bounds. Oh my gosh. He says he didn't do it on purpose. I was a little salty, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, bro. We got two like fled from duel matches. You know, I don't want to see technicalities. I want to see who wins. You know, clear cut. But I guess that's what happens when you got two really good players. Just weird flukes and wild cards. But it's funny how that worked out. So cleanse, freedom. Just want to stay on top of the mage. Stay on top of the mage. The mage has every way to get away from you. Just stay on top of the mage. So I don't want that to happen again, so we're going back in bounds. Ooh, that ice block. Just to break the repentance. Very smart, very smart. He saw his opportunity when I started casting that heal. And I'm just done with the stuff, you know. Just as soon as he polys me, I'm just bubbling that, and I'm just gonna whack him. I'm gonna whack him until I win. There it is. Alrighty guys, well thank you for tuning in, and once again thanks to all the players who helped me with, you know, the duels. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you on my battleground guide. Peace.